Hello, welcome and namaste. In this video, I will show behind the scene footage of how I do my career journey podcast. I have published 42 episodes so far and recorded few additional. So it takes a lot of time to identify guest, schedule a episode with them, recording, editing, and publishing. My assistant Ankit helped with all these steps and process is still it take a lot. And over time, my process has refined in many ways. So I will go ahead and share all those steps. If you're thinking about starting a podcast, this episode will be helpful to you. Feel free to use any of the steps that I have used. This will also show how much it takes if you are starting. All right, so I will go ahead and share my screen. My process start with this Notion page where I have a list of all the guests. This table shows the episode I have published, recorded, and scheduled. For each guest, I create a Google document and I will show you in a few minutes. I identify different guests, send them a DM or email, depending upon which platform they are using, and then have a conversation with them. First step is identification. Second step is reaching out to them. I reach out to guests in like a chunk of 10, and my conversion rate is about 30 to 40%. So not everybody is comfortable, not everybody have time. So when I invite 10 people, typically 3 to 5 people would say yes, and then I will go to the next step. Let me show the DM. So this is a example of the DM that I sent to Christina. I will use Christina as an example in this video. Her episode is going live this Thursday. So I would send a message to the guest. It talk about what this podcast is about, the type of question that I will be asking. And if they are open for it, then I also include a Calendly link and then some additional comments. Why do I think they are the right candidate? And then if they're open, if they have time, that's what they will click, which will bring them to this page. And in this case, they will select a time and then book an appointment. On this page, I have included the detail matches what I have sent in the DM, what this podcast is about. Now, to create a page like this, there are many things here, but the very first thing is to create the availability. Because I have a full-time work and obviously family commitment, I have open Friday and Sunday as the time slot. Now, based on my guest, I create some specific time slot as well. And then when somebody schedule, I will see a list of all the guests that will be coming. I like to keep this arrange on my Notion page as well. Now, let's go deeper into this. We talk about the event details, timing, and then the couple of other things that I do on the communication side. There will be a calendar invite, then reminders. So in the reminder, it talk about a bit more detail about all these different topic, and they get it a day prior to the event. So it's one of the way where I can give them more details, not only the reminder, and then after it is done, I send another email and thanking them, plus all the text messages. So setting up all these obviously take time, and especially coming up with all the wordings and everything. So we spoke about my Notion file, then we went into my Twitter, then we spoke about the calendar. Let me outline this here. So first step is Notion, second is Twitter, or step is Calendly set up. Okay, all right. So let's go to the next one. So when somebody's schedule is one additional thing that happens, guest will receive a Zoom invite as well, which, so you can see here, I don't have to schedule this because Calendly directly integrating my Zoom and it sends out that. But I have started using another tool. It's called Squadcast. Once the episode is recorded, then I bring it into my, this is where all the editing would happen. Ankit does most of this work. So my job is to record, and then he will bring all that here, and then we'll do all the editing and everything. Descript does a lot of thing in terms of removing ums and ah and the whatever words that I don't want to use. And then you can also copy a particular segment and create a new composition. For example, in this case, so Christina enough moment. So you copy, you can just edit the words and it changed the video. It's so amazing. So I use Descript for all that. Let's go back. So then we talk about Zoom and squared cost. After that, we talk about Descript video editing. Oh, sorry. So we talk about video editing inside Descript. I shown you this Google Doc for each of the guests. Initially, I would send this section. Then I would do some research, would try to find out more about the guest, anything and everything that I would do some custom questioning for them. And then after that, when editing is done and I'm ready to publish, I create something like this. So this is the publishing schedule for Christina on March 21st, 11 a.m. This episode will go live. I have a draft link from the script that I share with her. This will be the caption. Then the full episode here, YouTube, X, LinkedIn. This will be YouTube and Spotify. And the whole section is below. I will show you that. Yeah, I can show you in just a second. And then I send a newsletter as well to my newsletter subscribers so they can know about it immediately. And then every day I would post a clip, a minute to 5 minute clip, and that each of them has a hyperlink to the main video. I started posting this video on X. There are more people are watching when they are in X itself instead of going to the YouTube. So these links will be, instead of YouTube, it will be linked to my X video. Okay. And then, so this is my daily schedule. Now, in terms of the YouTube template, thumbnail, title, I have one, but I typically try to make five and then see which one work. Ankit create a thumbnail, and then this is the description. These are the link and rest of the section. So this is ready except thumbnail. So let's add here Google Doc. So this is VJ's, same thing, 5 different titles, thumbnail, description, all that. So from there, I will show you my template for thumbnail. So this is, I use Canva for this. This is the template. And then what Ankit will do, I make a copy and then he will create a thumbnail for Christina. So then we talk about Canva, then let's say YouTube. So these are all the videos. And then let me show this one, those 2 episodes. Along with that, I also have a podcast playlist. And there are 2 playlists, one that has all 42 episodes and second playlist just for the season 2. So if I go back into original playlist, you will see all the videos. But if I go back to new, slightly different description and more branding, you can see the description, timeline, and then their thumbnail and tags. So I also use a tool named TubeBuddy, which helped me with some of the tags, some of the wording, and all that. So that's YouTube. I also upload this to Spotify. It used to call Anchor, but now Spotify have acquired it. So it's called Podcaster, where you can upload your video. So I repurposed the information that I've already written for YouTube, and I try to keep the date to match what day and time that we have for YouTube. After that, I also inform my guest. I shared with her that this is the publishing schedule, so giving her a heads up. And then when it's time for publishing, this is an example. I would write that episode 2 is out. It comes with one of the clip. If you remember this template, so this is the clip, right? And it will have a hyperlink to YouTube or the video that I will directly upload here. So in this case, it's a URL to YouTube. I also started uploading directly here. So a clip and the URL that goes to YouTube. I would have a similar post for LinkedIn. Same thing, the main post, video, and a hyperlink to YouTube. X, LinkedIn. What else? When I upload it to Podcaster, it automatically pushed this content to Spotify, Apple, and then Google. So it's all over the place by uploading to one place. So then Spotify, Apple. There are more options as well, but these are the one I use. Newsletter. So I send it to newsletter as well. So that's ConvertKit. Okay, I think I covered most of the information. This is all it takes to create a good podcast and be super organized while you're doing all that, right? And I enjoy it. I really enjoy it.